Good morning. It's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby, and I'm excited to be here today. Today we go straight to the topic, which is remove the clusters. Remove the clusters. When we hear the word cluster, what comes to mind? Cluster means things that are joined together, things that are moving, like things that are gathered together in a particular space. It's also used in an English word, but in this context, just meaning that things that form part of a body or a particular thing, things that are just around a particular thing. Like, for example, you say that ants cluster around sugar. you know if that is what cluster means. I would now like to explain what I mean by remove the clusters. There are so many things attached to greatness. Most times, a lot of us try to get things done. We try to get to desired places or positions, but you know that we just have so many things around us. They seem interesting, they seem helpful, but they really will not take us to where we want to be. We have to ensure that we're making a deliberate attempt to take away these clusters, these things that seem to be helpful, these things that seem to be interesting. But yes, they can be part of us, but they really do not allow us to showcase or bring out that talent or that inbuilt quality that is in us. You know, Taking the coconuts for example, you know that when you see a coconut with the brown one, it has nutrients. But before you can discover that it has nutrients, you have to carefully break the coconut so you can get the water from the coconut, and you now have to now separate the outer part from the inner part so you can get to enjoy the coconut. Once you enjoy the coconut, you definitely would have the benefits of eating the coconut. You get the nutrient, the vitamin C, and all vitamins that are in the coconut. But if you do not take off the back or the outer layer or the outer part of the coconut, you might not be able to access the water. You might not be able to access the coconut itself. That's white parts that you want to eat. You might not be able to access it, and you definitely will just be looking at it like, oh, this coconut is beautiful. What am I trying to say? If you want to be successful, you have to remove things that are covering that your potential. There are a lot of things that are inside of us that we ourselves are covering, because we look at it like, oh, we can't do away with these things. These things are making us to look good. These are the things that have formed part of our life. Yes, if these things have formed part of your life, they definitely are good. But there are times where you now have to think that, oh yeah, it's time to take off these clusters. It's time to move on. It's time to ensure that you're doing something good with your time. It's time to ensure that you're investing your time. It's time to think that, oh yes, I need to bring out this innate quality or abilities or supernatural strength or great potentials that I've got in me. This quote is from me. I said, clusters not removed with consciousness might serve as obstacles to greatness. If you don't deliberately take off some of these things that seem good, don't get it wrong, it's not like they are not good. They are good, but they also try to just cover what you want to achieve. I have given you the example of the coconut. Let me just give you a quick example too. Now we see a chicken. We all love to eat chicken, yes or no? Yes, I know that we all love to eat chicken. The chicken is born out of an egg. When the egg is laid, that shell looks beautiful. It looks, oh, this shell is beautiful. The eggshell is used for ABC. But before the chicken can come out to be a full-blown chicken that will start laying other eggs, it has to be hatched. It has to the shell will be cracked and the chick will come out. Then it begins to grow. Now it doesn't grow alone. It grows with all of the things that it will be feeding on, the water it will be drinking, and a lot of things. So you have to nurture your potential. You have to break free from that shell. You have to break free from that the outer part of the coconut that is covering the basic or the major nutrients in the coconut, and you have to now ensure that you're moving towards the right direction. You don't have to be your greatest problem. You don't have to be your greatest problem. You are supposed to be your greatest friend. You have to be willing to let go of these clusters. You have to let go of the things around you and make deliberate efforts to identify these clusters, take them off carefully, and watch your progress move steadily as you want it to be. So, it's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. I'm sure you'll be inspired, or you are inspired by this. Remove the clusters around you. They are good, yes, but you need to understand when to remove them and move on, and ensure that you're making steady progress and not just moving around like a rolling chair or a roller coaster. So, see you next week, Tuesday, on Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. We keep getting better because of your love and support, and I'm sure that I'm also going to get better. I'm sure that you're getting better too. So, see you next week, Tuesday. I love you guys. Remove the clusters around you and watch your progress come steadily and speedily. See you next week. Bye.